attendance tonight was 13,400, sold out, 26 consecutive sellout since the pandemic. Fight of the night, no-brainer, Jan versus O'Malley. Performance of the night went to Bilal and Islam. They all won $50,000. Congratulations. What did I think of the main event?
Yeah, the finish.
Incredible. I mean, I've been saying all week, you got two of the absolute best in the world in their prime facing off, and you know, when I went up into the octagon after, Khabib said, I told you he's the best in the world. And yeah, I mean, to beat Oliveira is one thing, to beat him the way he beat him is another, and as fast as he did it, he looked incredible tonight. You know, the big question going in tonight was how was he going to deal with the pressure? He dealt with it just fine. How long do I think he can take this reign? I don't know. That remains to be seen. You know, obviously, looks like Volkanovski's next, so, you know, Volkanovski never ceases to amaze me. Another incredible fight.
Did you know he was going to call out Volkanovski?
I did not, no.
So that...
When I was up there, Khabib said to me, we're going to fight all the time and we want to fight everybody.
Were you aware that TJ Dillashaw had that shoulder injury leading up to the fight?
I had no idea. That's a problem. Yeah.
How do you think the Athletic Commission could have missed that? Because he said it had been dislocating a lot throughout training camp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how could the Athletic Commission know if he doesn't tell us? You know what I mean? You got to tell everybody. You got to tell us. I mean, he looked good. He was in great shape. It's not like he came in out of shape. He looked like he was injured or whatever. But yeah, that's something that he should have told us. Does Sean fight Aljamain now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't make fights, and the fight just happened. We'll see what's next.
And finally, what did you make of Bilal Muhammad's performance? Another victory over a guy ranked below him.
Performance of the night. Yeah, he looked great. He looked incredible.
What did you think of Sean O'Malley's win?
Yeah, well, we discussed this going into this fight. Lots of people were like, you know, why are you giving him this fight? It's too soon. He shouldn't be taking this fight. Sean Shelby was right.
Did you think he won the fight? Some people are saying Peter Yan should have got the decision, but did you think O'Malley won? How did you score it?
It was one of those razor-thin, close fights. I could see people saying Yan won the fight. I could see people saying O'Malley won the fight. It's all. What's weird is it wasn't the way I thought it was with the judges' scorecards. I thought depending on who you gave the first round to determined who won the fight, but that was not the case apparently.
There was an incident cage side with Khamzat Chimaev. I don't know if you've heard about that, and if you have, what can you tell us about it?
The guy, you know, boy, I mean, what do I even say about that? It happens, and especially with him. Yeah, it happens.
But as far as like blowing up, you know, I think I don't know. We'll have to see the next couple weeks. I'm sure my brand deals and I'm would almost guarantee I'm gonna go sit down and renegotiate my contract after that. So, you know, we'll see. I think it could be.
Best of luck and happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Peter, tough dude, man. It's tough Russian right there. So I'd like to really watch it back before I could, you know, dissect it.
Is that the type of fight you expected him to bring? A very wrestling heavy approach?
I mean, I trained for it all. I'm training for an MMA fight. I didn't literally train, I didn't just kickbox that entire camp. I trained for an MMA fight.
When you were in there, did anything he bring to the table surprise you or just catch you off guard?
You know, he was as good as I thought he was. Like, if I had to guess how that fight was going to play out, I would have said it probably would play out like that. That dude's good. He's, he was the number one guy in the world. Pretty sure he was in the top 15 pound for pound rankings. The dude's a killer. I'm sore. I have a headache. I'm tired. I don't want to fight anyone. I want to go home and see my princess. It's inevitable. I turned 28. What's today? The 23rd already. I turned 28 tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm going to be in this sport for a long time. You know, the people want me to be champ, so it's going to happen sooner than later.
Charles, obviously you've had a couple of minutes now since the fight. I'm curious, what are your thoughts about your performance, Islam's performance, and how it played out in there tonight?
You know, there's not much to say. He basically just got to do what he was. Today he was better than I was. He was able to do things and when I wasn't, and he was able to actually, you know, get his game going, which was basically, you know, put me down and work that. And there's nothing much to say. as much as that.
But was there anything in there that he did that surprised you? Was his striking surprising to you? Was his strength surprising to you? What was his? Were there any surprises?
You know, there's nothing. We're fighters. That's bound to happen. There are days that, I mean, today Islam Makhachev was better than I was, and there are days that you're gonna be better than other people. There are days that they're gonna be better than you. Nothing much to do, and we're going to meet again.
Would you like to get back in there and fight again as soon as possible to prove that you can once again be champion?
Today, tomorrow, now. I mean, I'm ready to fight. It doesn't matter. I said, just like I just mentioned, one day he's better than you are. The other day, it's me. I can fight as soon as possible. And today he was better than I was, but maybe the next time. And next up, as soon as possible, I can fight.
You saw Khabib go up to you after and have a conversation after the fight. What exactly did he tell you?
Man, this is a sport that we know exactly what it's all about, and we actually have to promote fights. And this is what we did. This is exactly what we did, and we understand that the things that we have to do to promote them. He came up to me and just basically said that everything was just promoting the fight, that he had respect for me. And I mean, he is a great champion. He has an amazing journey in the sport, and now he has a great champion next to him. And all he was doing is basically saying that he respects me and that it was all part of the game, and that's what it is. You know, man, no one's ever gonna hit me as hard as life has hit me. So, fell down, and I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna get this belt back.
I told you guys one day I'm gonna coming here with my belt.
What are the emotions now that you have accomplished?
Emotion, of course, I'm so happy because for that moment I training all my life and just so happy, you know.
It seems like you've dominated pretty much every aspect of the fight. Is that exactly how you expected this fight to play out?
Yes, I told all week, all media, I told I have plan. I'm gonna stop him. He not gonna pressure me like he did with all his opponent because he know my wrestling. I can stop him. Whatever I want, I can take him down. That's why I just follow the plans what the old coach told.
Did anything down there surprise you in terms of what he was able to do?
Honestly, when I take him down first time, I feel he have good skills there, but I control every moment. He give me from the like couple elbows, but nothing surprise. I know my grappling skills, and I told you before, I'm gonna take him down, hold him, make him tired. This just what I did and what I say before.
And then you obviously called Alex Volkanovski into the octagon. We spoke to Dana and Alex here, and neither of them knew you were going to do that. So how long had you been thinking of this plan?
I have new target. I have to be number one pound for pound champion. That's why I have to go to the Australia and beat this guy.
See what Henry Cejudo tweeted after your fight?
No, I didn't. What did he say? Enlighten me.
He said, "Yo, Dana White, give me the next title shot. Let's bring this title back to America."
Well, the title is in America, you bonehead. What are you talking about? I'm an American citizen. My parents are Jamaican. They were born in Kingston, born and raised. Their parents were born in Jamaica as well. I'm first generation Jamaican American. Like, I don't understand why people, like, stop saying that stupid shit. It's so stupid. I'm a proud American. I'm proud of my roots in Jamaica as well. I don't see why that's an issue with so many people to claim where their nationality is from and their heritage and how they're actually raised in their upbringing. America has given me a lot of opportunities, and I'll forever be grateful for that, but I'll never forget my roots and how my parents raised me, you know? So I don't know what he's talking about bringing back to America. The belt's in America already, baby. It ain't going nowhere. These guys give me the confidence to know that I truly am the best in the world, and I think my performance tonight speaks volumes on that.
But now that you finished TJ Dillashaw, the man who claims that he was the greatest bantamweight of all time, where does this rank for you in your career?
I think it ranks right up there. TJ, I mean, his resume speaks for itself, albeit I've said what I said about him. I really don't think he did any of those fights clean. I still will stick by what I've said, and not to kick him in while he's down, but I think he's still one of the greatest bantamweights. I don't think he's the greatest of all time, but I think you could make the conversation and he'll be in that discussion. So for me to get a guy like that out of there, I think it speaks volumes on where I'm at and my skill set. I'm honestly just getting better, man. I'm getting better, giving me more time to get comfortable with the striking. And every time I say I'm going to come out here and strike, the legs are just right there, and I end up just taking it. It's really just instinctual. I see an opening, a guy starts to overcommit, and just like a piece of candy, and I just take it. So we got a lot of things we need to figure out. I need to talk to Dana and Hunter, and we'll see what's the best move, man, you know. This weight cut is not fun for me, like, at all. I might make it look like it's not that bad. Even my teammates, they tell me, like, you crushed it. And I'm like, I'm dying inside. I'm dying. But it's, all jokes aside, it's tough, man. I don't know how many more times I could really keep making 135 like that. And I did want to give a shout out to the U.S. and Jamaica. Stand up. Stand up, baby, stand up.
Khabib took a photo from the crowd of Islam and Gamrot and said, you know, these two are going to be fighting one day, like as if it was going to be for the title. Do you feel like slighted by that kind of stuff? Do you feel like that's kind of the story of your career, that people aren't, you know, giving you the proper due?
I didn't know about that, and honestly, maybe he's right. Maybe they will. Young guys, you know, I'm 50. I'm just kidding. Maybe he's right, but here's the thing. I'm not going anywhere. I will beat down whoever I need to beat down, and they could circle that belt around me all they want. They could try to avoid me all they want, but my day will come, and what God has planned, no one will stop.
And I know you said you're not a beggar and you won't do that, but where is the line between begging and asking for what you feel you deserve?
Listen, if that didn't do it, what else can I do? If that performance, beating a guy like Gamrot, who some say he's undefeated, and you know he was undefeated coming into this fight, like beating a guy like that, obviously I didn't finish him. He's a lot tougher than I thought. I got kind of close in the last round, but if that's not the proper way to ask, I need somebody to tell me how I should be asking, how I'm doing this wrong. Because if we're talking about merit, I don't think there's anybody else.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do think I need the Leon fight back. I've been wanting that fight, been calling for that fight. Even with that fight, it was like people were saying that you didn't. I took that fight in like a week notice, and it was a main event. So people don't understand that coming off of a fight with Lima and then running into that camp with him, and it's like you're going from a righty to a southpaw. There's no training for that camp. So like, give me a full camp to fight this guy, and it's a different story. And that fight was only one round. So for Leon to always say that, well, the rest of the fight was going to go that way. Look at his fight that he just had with Usman. He was losing 4 rounds, and then he ended up winning in the 5th round. So that's the fight game. So when people come up with that narrative like, oh, you're going to lose anyway, that's just stupid. And little things like that, that's what pisses me off and makes me angry.
Hamzat was in the crowd. Did you get to see him at all?
Yeah, I saw him. He was eating like Snickers and Kit Kats. I'm like looking at him like, bro, when are you going to start being on a diet again? No, I actually didn't see him in the crowd, but I would like to see him in the cage.
What's your message to him? You know, he watches all the stuff. He's always, you know, liking the Instagram posts and things. What would be your message to him?
Brother, what happened to Nate Diaz in August is Bully B in October. I'll fight you at 179.8. Like, I don't care about weight. For me, I want to fight the best guys in the world, and I think I'm the best guy in the world. So step into my office.